Firefighters come to work every day knowing their lives are at risk, but these guys wouldn't have it any other way. For Bobcat Update, I'm Leocadia O'Brien.
Some came for the dancing, some for the DJs, but I came for the glow sticks. For Bobcat Update, I'm Leocadia O'Brien. The sirens blare, letting you know to get over to the shoulder and out of the way. But there is more to know about your local firemen. They're volunteers and go through rigorous training, including an 80-hour orientation.
I went to paramedic school, and that was 14 months of eating, living, breathing, sleeping EMS.
But the benefits prove worth it in the end.
The best part is probably helping people out when they need help. A lot of people are usually running out when we're going in. I like the aspect of every day is different, not every day is the same.
Especially to those who have had dreams of this since they were little.
When I was 2 years old, my dad took me to a local fire station and got me hooked.
However, they all pretty much agree on what can be the downside.
Probably a mix between boredom and some of the things that you have to deal with can be emotionally and physically demanding.
And it's even harder on the newbies.
Well, the worst part being a probie is probably having to clean the bathrooms.
But the most appealing part of this job,
getting to hang out with these guys behind me.
Firefighters come to work every day knowing their lives are at risk, but these guys wouldn't have it any other way. For Bobcat Update, I'm Leocadia O'Brien.
With the constant back and forth, commuters have to deal with potential obstacles, occasional traffic jams, high gas prices, and overcrowded buses. Getting to class on time can be a big hassle for anyone who chooses to live out of town.
It's just all distance related. You don't always make it on time. And the buses, sometimes you just miss the bus and then you're like, well, I still got to walk now, or I could wait and see if the bus maybe gets here and I can still get there before, but I usually just walk.
Commuting by bus from Austin or San Antonio can cost up to $9 per round trip, which is on top of the almost $80 bus fee that students pay at registration. Driving isn't much easier.
And the only places that you could park are like 10 miles away. Instead of building up, like they could, look at this parking structure right here, like they could just build it up, and instead, like they're like, no, we're just gonna go clear some more land and like put like another 4-story thing. Man, just make it like a 10-story parking lot.
However, a little bit of travel is worth it to these Texas State students who make the sacrifice to live in a city they call home.
I work in Austin, my boyfriend works in Austin. I mean, our life is there. The decision to go back to school was kind of spur of the moment.
Commuters hope these issues will be resolved soon, but until then, they'll just have to make do. For Bobcat Update, I'm Leocadia O'Brien. Most students will go home and spend time with their families, but a few will remain in San Marcos, and those who live in dorms may have to move temporarily.
I am going to go to my grandmother's house where she's going to cook all sorts of food and have everybody in the whole world over. And we're just going to eat till we can't eat anymore.
The policy for most campuses is to only keep a couple of dorms open during the break and charge students on a per-night basis. That's the policy at Texas State, and officials say it seems to work well.
Because I don't know that we have that many students that really want to stay. I mean, most people want to go home and be with their families over the holiday breaks or whenever they get a break.
My friend, he's from India, so he can't go home. So this is a good option for him because he has no one here.
But some students find it objectionable that they have to pay extra during the break because they already pay rates ranging from $1,400 to $3,400 per semester.
Because I go home pretty much every weekend. I don't like being forced to go home and being forced to like move out of my dorm.
The university's closed, so there's no offices open, there's no food service being offered, and so their resources are going to be very limited while we're here. It does save in energy as well.
For Bobcat Update, I'm Leocadia O'Brien.